Alright, so replay analysis for SeriouslyNotBot. Here you go, man. Alright, so right here, you're doing really amazing by keeping natural high ground. You should always try and keep the natural high ground. Like, yes, you should build, going for high ground, but when you do engage fights, try and go, for the natural high ground. What you did there was staying on top was great. Same here. Yeah, you should, just go ahead and push him right on him. Just, what I would recommend, since I guess that was a fast kill, but if it wasn't, if the person was playing more defensively, right there, you should have maybe covered yourself, because the person could always just shoot back, and even though you would have probably killed them, you want to try and minimize your risk and, just the, how much damage you took. But yeah, you always want to go for high ground. Like, make sure you always go high ground. You basically, don't be afraid to overbuild. And just, yeah, use natural high ground to your advantage. And always make sure you always get the first shot on the enemy. Alright, let's go on. Nice shot right there. That person is panicking a bit. Oh yeah, nothing really to say right there. It was a great kill. But also, okay, just one thing I noticed. You were just kind of shooting everywhere, just spamming your shotgun. So basically, just try and take your time with the shots. Don't just play just too aggressive with with the combat, especially at close range. You want to take your shots slowly, like just take your time. Even though you give the enemy an extra second to shoot, you'll be the one that will shoot first, because you know what you're doing. Just have a bit more patience, pick your shots carefully, and just try and go for the headshots. Let's go on. Great, they're going for high ground. Nice. So first thing when you go see an enemy should be, going for high ground. That should be the first thing that should pop your head when you see for an enemy. Alright, right there. Alright, even though you get the kill probably, yep you did. The enemy was trying to snipe you, and that's got a 50-50 scenario. Now if you did get into the enemy's box, and that's a 50-50 scenario. That's a luck-based fight. If the enemy is in a box with you, even if a bot was going against, like, I don't know, some huge pro player, like let's say Tifu, it'll still be a 50-50 even for the bot, because you're in a box and it's just RNG, and you really want to eliminate your risks from that. But let's head on. That was a good kill though. But what you could have done better was went up, or a bit, actually you could have gone down and immediately started building for high ground. And that person, didn't seem like the best player, but if the person was a good player, you want to go a bit down, like not into his box, and then go for natural high ground, or just build up. But yeah, let's just go on. Right, great thinking right there, and go. Okay, so you see, you kind of changed your mind last second. You were landing it for natural high ground, but you changed. Now that's also a good and a bad thing, because you lose natural high ground, because right there, you didn't do as much damage as the other guy did. And you did 20, and then you hit him for, what is that, 77 again. But he tagged you like for 90, or like, I don't know how much you were at earlier, for around 80. So he probably tagged you for around 70, because he had high ground and his shots was right on you. So even though what you did was kind of a good thing, because you kind of juked him in a way, in front of you was want to be unpredictable. He just went around and shot him, which was good, But if the person was a bit lower and he didn't have enough time to get up here, I would just recommend, going for the high ground. But yeah, that was a pretty good kill though. Right there, I would recommend opening up the glider early, because if that was a pretty good play right there, he would most likely start shooting even if you're out of the sky. Yeah, alright, nice. You know, making sure he doesn't have high ground. He doesn't escape. Yeah, nice skill. You know, even at long ranges like that, you always want to make sure you get the shots with the combat, because they're more dependent. Let's head on. So far, everything else, other than what I mentioned, is pretty good. Okay, right there, I wouldn't have really recommended. Okay, he's down there, but if he still was if he was a good player, who'd have most likely kept high ground. And right here, I wouldn't recommend. Like, what you could have done is edited out and start doing 90s before he started doing 90s, or right as he did. Because if you waited, if he was still at high ground, he could edit that wall right there and the top. So you would be in a bad situation. You always want to eliminate the situations when you're in a tight area, like in a box, and the enemy's pushing you. That's why I never, you know, I always tell people to not go in a box mid-fight. That's a really bad thing you can do. So try and not go for boxes mid-fight. That's it on. Yeah, that's another thing I can notice. You got the kill, but you were shooting everywhere. Now, basically, that's what I meant. Like, try and take your time with shots. He did have an SMG, so he could have sprayed you. But try, like right here, before you even confirmed the edit, what you could have done is, like, gotten the crosshair right on the person. Like, edited there. But before you confirm the edit, make sure your crosshair is right on the enemy. So when you confirm it, it's a headshot. And you just kind of spam those shots, but you got him though. Just try and take your shots a bit more carefully. That's just one thing I'm noticing. Alright, right here, honestly, you're in a good position. You shouldn't really be the one boxing up. Yep, nice, heading out. But okay, right there, you're kind of spamming your shotgun. That's one thing that I would really recommend you should work on. But yeah, I see you typing. Just try and take your shots a bit more carefully. Pick your shots a bit more carefully, and don't just spam. But right here, when you edit it out, what I would recommend, yes, you turned around to get the shot. That was good, nice. But I would recommend, if you know there weren't many people around you, basically ramp up. And then you could, if the person starts going for high ground, then you keep doing 90s and going for high ground. But if he's still down there, you can just edit down, and yeah. Just want to avoid situations when you're getting shot. Just try and do that. Alright, right there. That whatever you did was perfect. The person you were against was panicking, but again, try and like slow down your shotgun shots. Even though the combat can shoot fast, you shouldn't really just keep spamming. Okay, just try and take those shots slowly, more patiently. Right there, nice. Trying to keep high ground. Right. Yeah, you're going for more high ground. That's still good. Alright, right here, when you're in your last 1v1, like a really tiny circle, unless the person shot you down, which I didn't really see since it cut off. But you should try and minimize the time you're in the air. Like, try and minimize the time you're up in the air. Because you see, you took a lot of damage. Like right here, you were like, let's see, you were 140 and he brought you down to 70. So that's why you should never go for, you know, just be in the air. Alright, you have no mats. Nice, that was a great angle shot, basically baiting him to come down. And he did, which worked great. Right, so that's that for that video. Now let me see the other video you sent me. have any mats. Yeah, like right there. Okay, I see you're on PC. Maybe the issue is with how your shotgun is, like how your movements are. It's always great to have that extra movement. It's always great, you know, having that extra faster movement. But I would recommend just send me your sensitivity. I would just recommend turning your sensitivity a bit down. All right, because I think that's an issue with how you're aiming. The thing that you're having issues with that. And the person is panicking, and you're okay. So let me just go back a bit. Yeah, right there, the first shot you took right there could have been a good shot. But again, you kind of rushed your shots a bit, so try and be a bit more patient with those. Alright. Now right there, if he had an SMG, he could have had a chance of killing you, because the situation you're in right now, it's got a 50-50 situation. You want to try and avoid these as much as possible, but let's head on. Like right there, again, you kind of rushed your shots, even with the infantry. Just take your time. The infantry has great first shot accuracy and use it to its full potential. Try lowering down your mouse targeting sensitivity and your normal sensitivity. I mean, again, it's personal preference on how you want your sensitivity to be like. But, yeah. You have mats right there. You should honestly be building a bit more. You still got him, but sometimes in a game you could have gone unlucky and he could have killed you, so just try and build a bit more. I know a lot of people who are really good at creative, but they don't use that skill in Battle Royale. I don't know why. I guess they're just panicking or something. Yep, nothing special right there. That was a good kill. The guy was just standing still. Right there, he could have, if the Jonesy guy built, you know, he could have gotten it. Right there, I would recommend sealing. Yeah, just pushing it right. I would never recommend going in his box. If you didn't kill him right there, you could see he had that trap ready. He was trying to trap you right here. He kept trying to trap you. So I would never recommend going in a enemy's box. So what you could have done is just taken that wall and just try to spray him, like taking that wall and do some half wall edits, but also making sure you're unpredictable. So far everything's good. Yep. Yep, nice going for high ground. Right there again, I feel like you rushed your shots a bit. But it all worked out. You got the kill. You did good by going up for high ground instantly. Okay, right there, you could have honestly kept the person in your box. Like, you even had the ramp. Like, even though he put a trap, you could have still edited. He's down there. You could have get a headshot on him and everything would have been... The fight would have ended right there by you killing him. Okay, right there, you did get the kill. But still, what I would recommend doing, another example of being unpredictable, would be to put a pyramid above you. I'm just going to show you. Alright, so you're up here. He's shooting you. Put a pyramid right there. And then go back. Go back and build right from here. Go up and shoot him from the back. Try and be unpredictable, basically. But either way, you could have just gone unlucky in a game. Alright, nothing really to say about that kill. He was standing still. You sniped him. It was a good snipe. Nothing special right there. Like right here, in these situations, you should immediately build up because a person could edit on you if he's a pretty good player. Nice. Going for those quick peek shots. But yeah. If you have any more clips, just send them right to me, and I'll give them better analysis and more. But yeah, thanks for choosing me, and hopefully I'll see you again. Have a good one, man.